I have to say I've very mixed emotions. I've become more of an optimist about bipartisanship. I really believe that the parties can work together and really get a lot of things done. Before coming to this internship, they basically tell you, the differences between the two parties, Democrats and the Republicans, and these are, built-in differences that are never going to change. But yet they pass over 90% of their bills unanimously, and you get to experience as an intern in the Senate and as anybody working in the legislature how many different coalitions build up around different issues. And many times they're not framed around party logic or party ideology. They're simply coalitions of different senators and different representatives working together to get something done. Some may agree, some may not, majority prevails. However, I have become a bit more of a pessimist in terms of how government might work behind the scenes. The things that, within the last 2 weeks of the session, that was a time that really got me thinking about these are the inner workings and the back deals within government, whether it be an amendment being pushed onto a bill at the last minute, whether it be a budget being passed within only the last few hours of the session. These are things that might need a bit more consideration than that, really, in the long run. And as a staffer at the legislature, you really wonder if these people did the right thing by passing certain measures that they did without the consent of the general body of the Senate. My internship was absolutely amazing. I started out in the governor's office and quickly transitioned into a Senate position working for Senator Ring of Fort Lauderdale. And I was really a jack of all trades within the office. Everything from reception work to bill summaries, bill analysis, to even bill presentation at times I took care of. It was really a great experience combining the classroom setting with Senator Herodopoulos to an actual work experience that we had the rest of the day. I do feel like I was treated with respect. I feel like I was given as much to do as I wanted to do, which I very much appreciated, because as an intern, in addition to working, you want to experience it as well. I was given the opportunity to leave for a couple hours a day to go watch the senator, to leave to go watch the House, to tour around the Capitol. Just various things that as a staffer, you've worked there 5-6 years, you don't want to do that. You don't want to walk around the Capitol building. But as an intern, only being there a few months, that's something I really wanted to do. And I appreciated the leeway they gave me in that. I also felt that as an intern, they trusted me with a lot of duties, whether it be constituent work that I handled from the district staff, or presenting 2 different bills that I was able to hear in front of committee. They trusted me with that. I didn't pass one of them and pass the other, so I was at a 50-50 percentage there, but at the same time they helped me along the entire way. And even if it was having to put extra time into it, such as going to these committee presentations with me, they still helped me along. I was very fortunate with the office that I worked in, that the legislative aides gave me that work. Well, I have to say that government definitely does not run by the book. When you see the charts explaining to you, how a bill becomes a law, every single step of the process, you realize when you get to Tallahassee or when you get to any legislative session, that's really not how it works. It skips steps, it goes backwards. It may take 20 years as opposed to when it shows you it should take 2 months, just as the session might indicate. It just shows you so much more about what lawmaking is. And it really introduces you the connections that must be made, the respect that must be earned, and really the friendships that are generated throughout the process. I had left the governor's office by the point he had gone into the more the independent status. I did see within my beginnings in the governor's office that he was a bit shifty. He didn't have the full trust of the Republican Party, and there were really issues that divided him and his party mates, those that ran on the same ticket as him. And you could kind of see it coming. But by the time I had left, I was in a Democratic senator's office, and a lot of the bills which we voted as an office, which the senator voted against, the governor also vetoed, these bills having been passed, which shows kind of the bipartisanship the governor showed as well within the last few months of the Senate. So that's what I saw more, and I believe a lot of people within Democratic offices saw that as the Democratic senators and representatives, of course, were becoming more and more friendly with the governor because he was helping them out on a lot of issues they weren't able to block on their end within the legislative body.